Ripples on Deep Water by our friend account on EU3. Episode 16. Chapter 16. Things We Lost in the Fire. And we have the undefeated champion of the festival, Midoriya Izuku of 1F versus Todoroki Shoto, the undisputed most powerful student in 1A. Izuku looked to Todoroki dead in the eyes as he cracked his knuckles and ran his fingers over his belt, making absolutely sure he had everything in order. Todoroki's eye twitched. Izuku knew he had been harsh, but Todoroki needed to hear every word. Mind if we chat for a bit before we really duke it out? He asked leisurely. I'd like to draw this out a bit, another glacier incident, and the crowd would get bored. Besides, the cameras can't hear us. Todoroki looked at him confusedly, but seemed to understand, and nodded. That was a bit odd for the aloof boy to agree, but maybe Izuku's words before had gone through to him. Start! The walk to the center, and Izuku stuck out his hand that Todoroki awkwardly shook. I feel like I should apologize for being so brash earlier, but I stand by what I said. The red and white boy nodded after a beat. It's okay. I think I needed to hear that from someone. And it really wasn't fair of me to unload that on you. I barely know your name. Izuku shrugged in response. I feel like I should bring up one small other thing. Go for it. There are people in this stadium that don't have a fraction of your power and are still fighting as hard as they can. Cloynes has a nuclear quirk that could kill us all if she used it past the tiny sliver of it that she had used to power her support items. Hagakure can zoom into things, and that's it. Hinata has a calligraphy quirk. Todoroki shifted uncomfortably. They're all brilliant, and they've had to work their asses off to get to UA. Even me. And I was even worse. He gets an indestructible look, but pushes on. To people like us, it's a bit of an insult to brush off half of your amazing power and refuse to give it your all against people that have been giving it theirs. It's my father's quirk. He grits out. I don't want to be anything like him. You aren't. Izuku tilted his head slightly. Did your father directly give you his quirk? Is he quirkless now? And you're wielding his quirk in his stead like some kind of old sword? No. Then it's your power, isn't it? Izuku took a few steps back. Sorry, Todoroki-kun, but I really am giving it my all. What? He was wrapped in the tentacles of the blue bomb before he could get a full word out. Izuku bowed slightly. Todoroki is unable to move. Midoriya moves on to the semifinals. I hope to face you in real combat one day, Todoroki-kun. He turned and began to work off. Wait! Izuku looked over his shoulder at a boy who was standing, awkwardly wrapped in the blue bomb. What do you mean when you said that you were worse off than Hatsume and Hinika and Coates? He frowned a bit and turned fully, pulling his spray bottle of salt water from his belt and spraying the blue bomb off the hero student. They have weak or useless quirks. Todoroki-kun, I don't have one at all. He left Todoroki behind, returning to the viewing box of 1F. Mei and Hitoshi would be waiting to congratulate him. Shouta was conflicted, in a word. On the one hand, Midoriya had seemingly yanked back a curtain he had refused to touch to show him what was thought the window for the first time since he was little, and his mother was still around. On the other hand, he had just lost to a quirkless support student. Father would kill him. He watched in a haze as Hatsume used some inslivery flash bomb she called the Illumisphere to defeat Toyami, with a lot more advertising than was strictly necessary. And then Shinso somehow gets Monoma to walk out of the area. And then Uraraka and Bakugou's bloody battle that ended in the explosive teen's victory. How much has Shoto missed out on because he let Father make him think that Shoto's fire was his? Shota was so tired. He watched 1F and Shinso, cause more chaos in one day than the entirety of 1A's year so far. From the overblown introduction, to the fucking mind stunt, to Hatsume somehow getting into the sound system. And Majami was still trying to figure out how. To even the damn vine that Shinso screamed in the middle of the tournament, to Midoriya somehow managing to subdue Todoroki without violence. He was gonna go gray early. And it wasn't even from his class. You okay there, Shota? Looking a little stressed. Hisashi teased. 1A hasn't even caused a public uproar yet. Fucking problem children. He gritted out in response, hands twitching. Brats have been causing chaos all fucking day. Hisashi's eyes light up in a mischievous understanding. Oh, those kids that bugged you into teaching them Eskrima? Who the fuck else, Hisashi? And his husband, the traitor, laughs. Kami, he hates his job. Hey, Uraraka! Ochako looked up from her phone, where she had just finished talking to her parents, to see Hatsume. Oh, hi. She wiped her tears away. Hatsume slumped into the chair next to her. I'm having a moral dilemma, to be honest. There's a chance that Itoshi will beat Bakugou, and Itoshi would be a finalist. But there's a chance I don't want to take. I don't want to hurt Izuku, but that might be the only way to keep him from fighting that bastard. Ochako blinked at the pink-haired girl. Do they have a grudge against each other? She asked after a moment. More than that. Hatsume huffed in response, sprawling her upper body on the cool metal table. Bakugou is a complete fucking bastard, and he's gonna maim Izuku if he gets the chance. And I mean that seriously. He fucking hates Izuku. Something clicked. Is Midoriya that Deku Bakugou's been cursing out since the first round? Hatsume straightened at the name. Don't say that! Deku was a name people from Izuku's old school used to bully him. And it doesn't bring up happy memories. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Hatsume shrugs. Anyways, I was thinking about this support item that might be able to help with your nausea. Oh my god. Retail holiday season is not for the faint of heart. Sorry that I didn't upload something on Wednesday, and sorry that I didn't upload something yesterday. Wednesday, although it was my day off, I had to do a bunch of things. I ended up having to do literally everything I needed to do on Wednesday. Go to the DMV, do stuff like that, right? I'm not gonna walk out of the face of the earth. There might be some days where I don't post, until I get that regime of, like, videos on schedule and stuff like that. Today I'm gonna try to record as much as I can, even though today I did work, and I just got out of work. It was a really long shift, too. But, I mean, it wasn't that long. It's fine. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to record as much as I can in the morning, get the recording sessions I can when I can. I'm back. Ripples on Deepwater is back. So yeah, I don't have much to say about this episode. I may or may not, like, be a little lost because it has been a while. I hope you guys go rewatch the other ones just so you know what's happening. If you don't need to, you don't need to. You can be just as, lost as me. I'm gonna read the next chapter summary since it's gonna be a while. 3 days, hopefully. So chapter 17, which is Angel with a Shotgun. Interesting. Summary: Hitoshi versus Bakugou, and Izuku versus Mei. Nobody is happy, and nobody can be saved. Oh. Okay. I'm scared. And the first lines is, Izuku's had a lot of faith in his friends. Okay. Roughly, it's going to be a 10-minute video. So a little bit longer than this one, just like 2 minutes longer. In the sense of like the actual portion of the video. Roughly 10 minutes, yeah. Yeah, roughly 10 minutes. Yeah, it's looking like a roughly 10-minute video. I'm glad that I'm glad. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. We still have a lot of chapters to go with this one. Hopefully, a lot of chapters to go. Christmas is rolling around. Merry Christmas. Consider this my present to you guys. As I said, I'm gonna be focusing on just barely just recording for now. So no streams, none of that. I'm just gonna be focusing on recording and writing. Writing I could do whenever I'm in my car, waiting for my shift to start, or waiting for my shift to not end, but like leaving or whatever, or like during my breaks and stuff like that, or whenever I'm home and stuff like that. That one I don't have to be here, and it takes a little less mental strain. Who am I kidding? It takes a whole lot more. But like I could do it wherever. For this one, I have to be home. It has to be quiet, and I have to be here. Basically, very, very much a lot of variables. Like, for example, I live near an airport now. Yeah. There's gonna be times during my recording where I have to stop recording because an airplane is flying by. I live in a house full of people. I have to record when everyone's quiet, especially considering that my room is the closest to the living spaces, aka if somebody's outside in the kitchen cooking, my mic will pick it up. Yeah. So, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.